Your Majesty, King Mohammed VI, please permit me to stand on the protocol established by previous speakers. I will introduce the role we have played in this project by explaining the role the Nigeria Sovereign Investment Authority plays and intends to play in the development of our country. Post the signing of the MOU, the execution and the financing was undertaken by the Nigeria Sovereign Investment Authority. And also, the funding of the blending plants was undertaken by the Nigeria Sovereign Investment Authority. As we went through this project, we realized there were three key challenges that needed to be addressed. The first was logistics, which the President of FEPSAN, Mr. Thomas, has addressed. The second was how do we ensure the sustainability of this project by addressing the key inputs. In the course of the work we were doing, we realized that we must address the sourcing of urea in a sustainable manner. And in working with OCP, we also realized there were other areas of collaboration, which are in ammonia and in phosphate. Consequently, the two teams began to work on developing this concept. And the first concept we came up with is to say that we will begin to explore the production of ammonia in Nigeria for offtake by OCP in the production of diammonium phosphate. OCP is the biggest purchaser of ammonia in the world. Nigeria has large untapped natural resources in the way of natural gas. This component, along with urea, represent more than 50% of what goes into this production, and we believe there is significant value to be had in ensuring that this is done by optimizing the resources of both countries and companies. And as a consequence, there's a declaration being made by the Nigeria Sovereign Investment Authority and OCP to use the resources base in Nigeria to begin to address these inputs. First, ammonia as a key material, and to some extent, urea, which is also the key material required for the production. Second area is phosphates. There has been some reserve of phosphates discovered in Nigeria, which has not been fully developed. And the second declaration being made by NSIA and OCP is to work on developing these materials. We believe that this will not only generate significant value to the both countries, but also ensure that we use our natural resources effectively. So far, Your Majesty, I want to report that the program has got to the point of about 40% completion, and we're starting the next phase this week. And we're targeting full completion of this project before the end of the wet season. At the moment, we have delivered close to 8 million bags. It's being produced. We have materials for that. We have delivered about 5 million bags of fertilizer, 50 kilogram NPK 2010-10, and we're targeting delivering about 60 million bags for the program. With this in mind, Your Excellency, there's a lot of work yet to be done, but we're very optimistic and very confident in saying that we believe that this collaboration will not only create jobs, but also ensure that there's an optimal use of the resources of both countries. Thank you very much.
Sidi Azakallah, Your Majesty, honorable ministers, honorable governors, excellencies, members of the diplomatic corps, distinguished guests. As the managing director of the Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority indicated his ambition to create a basic chemicals platform that will leverage the gas resources in Nigeria as well as other natural resources in the same country. And given what was also just mentioned, that OCP is the largest importer of ammonia in the world with 2 million tons a year, a significant outlay in foreign exchange for us, it makes tremendous economic sense for us to try to secure some of this ammonia by investing in an ammonia plant in the SAID chemical platform, basic chemical platform, with an initial capacity of 1 million ton. That will be the cooperation between NSIA and OCP to conduct feasibility studies for this plant. We will not stop there and move on the second phase of our cooperation with FEPSAN to also look at the phosphate reserves in Nigeria, in the northwest and southwest of Nigeria, which may be the good type of phosphate for single superphosphate plant and could field also blending plants to be located in the same facility. OCP's and Morocco's investment will become the anchor investment in that basic chemicals platform, leveraging the natural resources and leveraging economies of scale and scope. As the chairman of FEPSAN, Mr. Thomas Etou, mentioned, we are looking also in partnering for a second phase of development of our cooperation to strengthen the President's fertilizer initiative, building on the success, but also lessons learned from the first phase of the initiative. And that will include both improved efforts to revamp existing blending plants, not just the first ones we looked at, but throughout other priority states in Nigeria. So that will be a massive operation to revamp these plants in key states where demand for fertilizer is important, as well as invest, as was mentioned, in a new concept of sharing basic infrastructure to facilitate distribution of fertilizer and to help other fertilizer distributors. The concept of shared facilities include shared warehouses, big blending plants that will serve many other states and fertilizer distributors. This program will be complemented also by further cooperation at the farmer level. And that will include a three-pronged approach, both to continue promoting reasoned fertilization by continuing to do soil fertility mapping and customizing the fertilizer to the soil. We will also build on the initial success of the agri-booster concept that was piloted in the state of Kaduna to take it to other states. This is basically a concept of a one-stop shop for farmers where they can optimize their inputs, but also get better prices for their outputs, moving into a virtuous circle. Finally, but not least, we will continue improving capacity building, making farmers at the center of these efforts, both through the school labs that you have seen through the video, but also by launching what will be the first Masters of Science and Technology in Fertilizer program at the Mohammed VI Polytechnic University in cooperation with the Nigerian university. So if we put along end-to-end what has been just discussed, both in terms of farm level, distribution and logistics, and also production, including the new initiative to develop an ammonia plant and also ongoing cooperation with the Dangote Group, we are really talking about a unique approach from two African countries that are cooperating throughout a value chain, not just in pieces of it. And that, Your Majesty, is simply implementing a shared vision, one that has invited us to trust our own capabilities and to maximize value from our own natural resources. OCP and its Nigerian partners are honored to be able to contribute to this joint vision. Allah yabarak fi umri Sidi.
نعم سيدي عزك الله. ستوقع أمام جلالتكم نصرها الله الاتفاقية المتعلقة بتقوية قدرات الإنتاج والتوزيع للأسمدة بنيجيريا بين مجموعات المكتب الشريف للفوسفات والجمعية النيجيرية لمنتجي وموزعي الأسمدة. يوقعها السيد توماس إتو رئيس الجمعية النيجيرية لمنتجي وموزعي الأسمدة، والسيد مصطفى تراب الرئيس المدير العام لمجموعة المكتب الشريف للفوسفات. الله يبارك على السيد.
Merci de nous avoir suivis. Restez sur Africa 24, l'information continue.